Gopichand Hinduja died in a London hospital on Tuesday after a spell of illness that had lasted several weeks. He was 85 and for long he had been familiar as quite the lead figure in the public eye among the four Hinduja brothers, both in India and in Britain. And here in Britain, certainly a very prominent family. They have long been at the very top of the rich lists published regularly, and the family wealth was estimated in the Sunday Times rich list this year at £35.3 billion. Of course, it's not certain just how accurately. Gopichand Hinduja, or GP as he was widely called, had taken the lead in the last significant expansion of the group here in London, and that was the acquisition and redevelopment of the old War Offices on Whitehall, the historic offices, into the now OVO Hotel and Residences. GP told us at the time of that launch 2 years back that the decision to develop that hotel had been taken through the course of a morning walk past the venue, which is just across from the Prime Minister's house on Downing Street, and that may yet turn out to be a great business decision, but as of now it is too early to tell. GP had taken the lead also in positioning the family in close proximity to the top leadership in both Britain and India at one stage, and former Prime Minister Vajpayee had been invited on one occasion to join the Hindujas on a boat party on the Thames, where I was among the media and guests present, and where Gopichand Hinduja offered some very specific advice to Vajpayee on the best policy decisions to take, how best to run India, to which Vajpayee responded with his customary tact. In Britain, the GP was instrumental in drawing former Prime Ministers Margaret Thatcher and Tony Blair to the once famous Hinduja Diwali parties, and Blair was the chief guest at a Diwali event at Alexandra Palace in North London, where GP was the prime mover in setting up what was made to look like a forest to celebrate the return of Ram, to celebrate Diwali. But some of these political connections did prove troublesome, as over a dispute whether Labour leader Peter Mandelson had supported Gopichand Hinduja's application for British citizenship. An inquiry at the time cleared Mandelson but did not clear away the dispute, and over the years now Gopichand Hinduja's influence did decline significantly with governments both in India and in Britain. But without doubt, his death now marks the end of an extraordinary career that began through close ties of the family with the Shah of Iran before they moved to Britain, certainly before Srichand and Gopichand did. The group is now set to employ 150,000 people in 48 countries. Ashok Leyland and Gulf Hall are some of the Hinduja's better known businesses. GP is survived by his wife Sunita and their two sons Sanjay and Dheeraj and their daughter Rita. With the death of Gopichand Hinduja, the mantle now passes to Ashok Hinduja, a quiet but purposeful entrepreneur focused on business expansion, and to Prakash Hinduja, who has been based mostly in Monaco. Ashok Hinduja has been much the scout of the group, and he has taken the lead in searching out new opportunities to expand the family businesses, but certainly the passing of GP feels like the passing of an era in the Indo-British space.
Been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing.